Welcome to the channels. Listen, I've had better nights. To be honest, not many, but money. That was an unbelievable day. I'm going to say it. I might even repeat this. Arsenal 3, Tottenham. Real Madrid 0. I'll say it again. Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. And I'm going to say this now. It could have been more. Probably should have been more. Their goalkeeper made some outstanding saves. Couple of off the line. I've got to say, I don't think I've seen a better Arsenal performance for a very, very long, all-round Arsenal performance, Dan. Talk to me. It is unbelievable night. We're in dreamland, really.
It is. It's dreamland. You know, I was hoping we could replicate something similar to Arshavin against Barcelona a few years ago. Well, quite a few years ago now. We've trumped that, mate. That was an unbelievable performance from everybody. Manager, right the way through Raya, right the way through to Marino. Absolutely outstanding. You see it around here, everyone's buzzing. Everyone did not expect that tonight, Lee. If I would have said to you it's going to be 3-0, I would have probably said it would be them that win 3-0, not us. I thought everybody from head to toe were outstanding. I look at the performances of Miles Lewis-Skelly at 18 tonight, and I think he has literally waltzed into this first team, waltzed into the Premier League, and now he's gone and done Champions League. And he's not just done Champions League, he's done it against Real Madrid. Got assists tonight, absolutely outstanding. Timber, name me a better one-on-one defender right now, you won't find one. He's absolutely outstanding at
I'm going to say today,
ridiculous.
Declan Rice, man of the match, but he was so close. I thought he was absolutely outstanding.
Outstanding. Kivior, mention. We've got to mention him.
Yeah, got to mention him.
I wasn't a fan of him starting, either of us. We were questioning it, weren't we? Thinking, what should we do? It's a clean sheet.
Listen, Mikel Arteta got everything right today.
Yeah, he did.
He put Marino up top. There's people saying that he shouldn't be. What's a goal from him, by the way? Like, unbelievable.
Ridiculous finish.
What do you reckon? Are you quietly confident for the second leg, or is there still a few butterflies?
If we don't go through now, my God, we can't. We've got to go through now, haven't we? If they score 3, I'll be devastated. But if they score 4, I'll be even more devastated.
If there's one team capable, it's them. That's the worry.
We've got to set up in a way that we don't allow that to happen now.
Yeah.
We've got to now. We've got to go through this tie. You can't go 3-0 up here and go be worried about the second leg. I've got to mention Declan Rice tonight, because I've given him a lot of question marks about his positioning tonight. 2 of the best free kicks you'll see in a long time. That second free kick is a bad boy free kick. That is a David Beckham-esque free kick.
It's better than David Beckham.
Oh, it was outstanding, bro. Well, it probably was. Was he man of the match tonight?
Yeah, I think he was. I thought he was outstanding. And I'll tell you what, when I looked at their team, I actually thought, with Modric in midfield, that it could be Declan's night, and it turned out to be that.
Oh, he was outstanding, man. And Partey as well deserves a mention. How good has he been in midfield?
Thomas Partey today.
How good has he been?
Tip my hat to him.
Consistency is unreal. You know, a lot of people will talk about Ødegaard's performance, Saka's performance, Martinelli's performance. Let's talk about the guys that have been consistent for us, that have stepped up. Timber, outstanding. Partey, outstanding. Declan Rice, I never knew he could do that with a free kick. West Ham, we didn't sign him, by the way, for 105 million for him to do that. Right? Let me tell you that. But that was unbelievable. Quality.
Got him half price.
We got him half price.
I'll tell you something now. I'm going to look quickly. Saka weren't at his greatest today, right? But 2 free kicks. He was the one that earned the 2 free kicks.
He was, and this is what he does. He creates moments on the pitch. He's a moments player. Whether he's scoring, whether he's assisting, or whether he's creating, he's doing something. And I've got to say, their best player was Courtois tonight. It could have been more, Lee. It could have been more.
That is what I'm disappointed. I'm going to say it. I'm disappointed and a little bit peeved that it was only 3. I'm going to be saying, because I thought a couple off the line, goalkeepers made magnificent saves. Kenny, I know you're always a little bit negative. Well,
Negative about that,
be negative about that, Kenny boy. Be negative. It's over to you.
You know what? I only come when we lose. What am I doing here? But I must say, you guys called Declan Rice number 6, but he actually played at number 8 today. And look at that performance.
He did, Kenny.
It
was outstanding, wasn't he?
Oh, it was outstanding. I think he was driving. He had a turn of pace. And those free kicks, I swear to God, when the first one went in, we were all in shock. We said, this can't be happening. And then when he did it again, he said, it's not going to happen again. And he done it again. And then special mention's got to go to Marino, because, he wasn't my first choice as playing up top. But since he's, been helped us out, he's been fantastic. He's chipped him in the goals. Today he scored his 3rd goal. Hats off to him. Hats off to him. And also, Thomas Partey, one of the best number sixes in the world. He showed it today. People talk about his legs. People say that.
I thought he was outstanding.
I thought look, Thomas Partey is built for games like this. This is where he plays his best football. In a match like this, where you need someone to show a bit of leadership, someone to play out their skins. Thomas Partey was fantastic. Special mention's got to Bukayo Saka as well. He isn't fit, but the way he stretched the Real Madrid team in the first half with those 2 crosses, I think that was a sign of things to come in the second half, where Real Madrid were on the back foot. And when we got them in the back foot with those 2 chances, we kept them there. And that's one of the things that I have to say. In the first half, they had a couple of good chances. After that, it was a case of us winning the midfield battle. And that's the difference between last season, where we lost the midfield battle against Bayern Munich. Today, we've won the midfield battle. And that's something we got.
I thought we learnt from last season. I think we made mistakes last season. We didn't make those mistakes this season. When we went 1-0 up, 2-0 up, we didn't make the mistakes.
Well, that's
learning our lessons.
Well, that's another thing as well. We're going to need to take advantage, because what we've seen in Europe this season is that the Premiership isn't the best in the world, but in terms of physicality, we've got to use our physicality to our advantage. You look at all the teams in Europe, you'll find that. Don't be surprised if you'll find Premiership teams getting into latter stages of all the European competitions because of our physicality, and that's what we use today. Our physicality got us through today. And I think that's going to hold us in great stead going into the competition. We don't know what's going to happen.
No. That's what I'm going to say. I'll just bring you in. What's your name? Josh, right, you know. Everybody played well today, but I'm going to say it's a big contribution to Raya today, because he made a save in the first half. It was very, very vital. So everybody produced today.
In all fairness, yeah, you actually have to respect, because, it was 0-0 at the time.
Yeah.
The man has just kept us in the game. And then we actually got lucky we didn't get lucky because obviously we dominated the game. But he's kept us in the game like he always does, all the time.
Yeah, outstanding.
He's done it all year. And a lot of the times we give him a lot of slack. Yeah, he keeps the ball, he does this, he does that. But
what a night! Just finally.
It's a dream.
We're in dreamland. We're in dreamland.
To be honest, I won't even lie to you. No. This is a dream come true. So whoever watched this game tonight, remember this, right?
Don't happen very often.
2004, 2005, we watched Thierry Henry do it in the Bernabeu, right? And now Real Madrid have come to here 20 years later, and it has happened. This is a dream.
It is a dream.
It's a dream. People have watched this game tonight, and they've never seen Thierry Henry.
I've never seen it like that.
You don't see this live ever.
No.
Right? Well, we just beat Real Madrid
3-0
at home. We have beaten Real Madrid 3-0 at home.
There you go.
And that's me saying on my chest.
Listen now, I'm going to bring you in quickly. Cheers, mate. Listen, we played Real Madrid 3 times. I'll say it again. We played Real Madrid 3 times and not scored against us.
Unbelievable. Seminal moment tonight. Glad I got a ticket to come tonight. We knew that we had to take this first leg by the scruff of the neck and at least give us something to go to the Bernabeu next week. But I see fans come out the stadium and say they're in disbelief. As well as emotion, that they can't believe what's happened, but it has happened.
It has, and disbelief is because I think, you can get lucky and win 3-0, but we produced a performance that merited a 3-0.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping the game in the first 15, 20 minutes. I thought we was good for the first 20 minutes. I thought we were really solid. They came back into it, but they've got a World Cup winner up front in Mbappe. They've got Vinicius Junior. They've got Rodrigo. And what was happening?
Was they playing tonight?
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
they were.
I think what we correct.
Yeah.
Jude. Oh,
yeah.
Jude.
Yeah.
What, Moany Jude?
Yeah. But you know what we did? I thought in the first half, Mbappe is really clever. He can go running behind, he can play off the shoulder, but he was coming into midfield and he was picking up that pocket of space. But we stopped that in the second half. But Declan Rice, I'm glad we signed him anyway. But tonight was a seminal moment for him because we spoke about the performances last season against Bayern Munich where he didn't show up in the first leg or the second leg. But tonight, and the goals and the display, Thomas Partey, especially in the second half, absolutely outstanding.
I thought midfield, we was like all 9 out of 10, maybe even 10 out of 10 for Declan, but like all 3 of them played their part.
Yeah, but Kenny can mention something key, the physicality, which is very important. Yeah. And Saka, fair play to him, he's hardly played any football. 15 goal contributions in 15 Champions League games.
Incredible. I didn't think he was at his best today, but he still made moments, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. He stretches teams. He puts the fear of God into fullbacks. Alaba's no mug, by the way, but he gave him a good going tonight. And to get 70 minutes into his legs is key. He's not played a lot of football as well.
There you go. Listen, one thing I've got to ask, the atmosphere in the stadium today. What do you make of the fans today?
Lee, I'll be honest with you. I'm one of the ones that is like normally walk out of it losing my voice. Today, I wasn't heard. because everybody else is miles above me.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It feels so good. Like, as an Arsenal fan, you know it's such a special night, yeah? And then you watch literally everyone around you just giving it everything. Just like literally giving it everything from the minute we've arrived. Even before, like, I got here about an hour and a half before kickoff, yeah? And in the forecourt, it was insane.
Yeah.
The atmosphere was insane. And then I got brought onto the pitch. And this is what I say, I've said it before in other channels and that, is if we can produce that every single week. Now, I know it's hard to do it
Of course
when you're
it's hard,
playing.
though, but I
when
know
you're
what you're saying.
But if you can get behind the team when the team needs you, this is the result you get.
Yeah.
Yeah? This is what you get.
They fed off the energy, didn't they?
Mate, honestly, I fed off the energy.
Yeah.
Even me, like, I've been to work all day and I was like, okay, because straight off the train onto the ground, and then it was like the energy, and I'm just like, oh my God, like I couldn't be more happy to be here. And then that's the same as the players, I can imagine.
Quick, finally, Matt, your man of the match.
Right, my man of the match, it would have to be Declan Rice, obviously, because I think he just had an outstanding performance, and the 2 goals, obviously the free kicks and stuff like that. But I think Partey was pretty close.
Yeah,
because he done the
outstanding.
unsung thing that, like, obviously Declan goes away with the trophy, yeah, but who got him that trophy? And I think Partey was massively part of why he got that trophy.
Yeah, he was magnificent. Dan, finally, just going to say, like, just can't bring you back in here. You got your doubts about Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
He got everything spot on today.
Oh, he was outstanding, mate. I thought the players were outstanding. The manager deserves credit. The fans deserve credit. The fans were absolutely magnificent. We've got to say that, actually. I don't think many people have talked about that enough tonight. I thought
Sum
the
up
fans
the
were
night.
outstanding. Well, listen, the fans were outstanding. The manager was outstanding. And Arsenal were outstanding, mate. 3-0. I can't believe that, Lee.
Yeah, unbelievable. There you go. So, look, listen, I'll say it again. Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. It is I think we're all in dreamland. We can't quite believe what's happened. It's not so much the result. It's going to be tough in Madrid, of course it is.
I came from Canada, okay, to see this game. I'm a Madrid fan, but I'm a football fan. I like Arsenal, you know. Today, Arsenal deserved the victory, 100%. They play really well. They outperformed the Carlo Ancelotti. But in Madrid, you never know what can
100.
happen.
That's why I'm not going over. I totally agree with you there. I'm not going to go 100% overboard about it. But at the end of the day, we've won 3-0. We're in dreamland, aren't we, Kenny boy? We're in dreamland.
We are in dream. Look, we've done everything right. We haven't conceded, and we've taken a significant lead. As I said before, we haven't conceded any more than 2 goals this season. Now that may be a jinx. Real Madrid haven't scored against us
Say it,
ever.
Kenny. Say it. We
And
haven't.
it could be a jinx, but you've got to remember, it's up to Real Madrid. The onus on Real Madrid to come at us, not us at them. You know, and we're one of the hardest teams to break down.
And we are.
in
And
Europe.
do you know
So
what,
good
Kenny?
luck to Real Madrid.
Champions League seems to suit us as well, like, you know.
Well, this season it seems to suit us. Last season it was. It was.
We've learned.
You have to learn because this is the thing. The league has eluded us for the last 3 years, including this year. So you might as well take your chances and raise
I
the
don't know how the
game.
other game went on today, but all I know.
Bayern Munich lost to Internazionale.
They did.
Internazionale went, but they're on the other side of the draw.
So
I
other
think
side of the draw,
the only thing we should be really concerned about is events in Pat the Prance between
Yeah,
Paris and
Villa. Listen, we can enjoy it and relax and all that, like, you know.
We can. But the trouble with Real Madrid is one of those things where you've got to sleep with one eye open.
100%, and that's why I can't go overboard. But listen, we are in dreamland today. We've got to big up the fans, got to big up the performance, big up everybody, Arsenal Football Club. It's not just the result for me today, it was the performance. Yeah, the performance was outstanding from 1 to 11 and the substitutes that come on, everything about it. It's been a great night. Thank you. Subscribe, like, do all that rubbish. Did I just say rubbish? Do all of that because the Arsenal are on the move.